Diddy victim 2, an ex-girlfriend who goes by the pseudonym Jane, gives her cross-examination testimony against Diddy. After Cassie's lawsuit went public, how were things? I came to find out that another woman had the same experiences that I had. I put out that energy on him, and he was already down, so resentment. Everything was hard. A hard month? Yes. Let's play this voice note. And Diddy says, I don't want to be in a relationship like this. I don't want to make anyone feel like this. Let's end this cycle so you don't feel like I wasted your life. Are there more messages like this? Did Sean often say to you, I'm a solutions person, I just want solutions? Yes. You wrote, I tolerated. I took on a lot in those rooms. Please don't discredit me. And he wrote, never discredit you. Yes. You wrote that you wanted $100,000 for each wasted here and more, $450,000. You wrote this, right? Yes. You said that you were thinking of hurting yourself. He said don't. He cared. I don't know about that. You said you didn't have a friend at that time, and the government yells, objection. I can rephrase. You said that you talked about your feelings with Sean because you didn't have other people? Okay. Sean still paid your rent? Yes. And the $9,000 from Bear, you had known him from your modeling days? Yes. Did you have to do any work for the $9,000? No. The rapper you mentioned, he was close with Mr. Combs? Yes. And then they play a video for the jury that's without sound. Rapper, they would record together. He's also an icon in the music industry? Yes. You went to the birthday with the rapper's wife or girlfriend? Did you know that Anton traveled with them? Yes. And Mr. Combs knew? Yes. When Anton was having physical relations with the woman, how many people were in that room? 7 or 8 just watching. The rapper was flirting with you? Yes. Based off everything that we've heard out of all of these testimonies about this rapper and his wife and about it being her birthday in the direct testimony, I'm thinking that this really is Kanye and Bianca, because we know that Bianca Censori's birthday is in January and they were in Vegas for her 29th birthday in January of 2024. Which I ain't gonna lie, if it's in fact Kanye, it's crazy that Diddy wants to rat him out after all of the crazy rants that we have seen Kanye go on and on about for Diddy. You flashed your breast to the room? Who asked you? It was just the moment. What did the rapper say to you? That he always wanted to blank me. So he had a crush on you? Yes. How did you bring up Cabral? They asked if I knew anyone else in the lifestyle. I said yes. At the time, I thought Cabral was safe and a confidential person. That was for the rapper and his partner? Yes. How did they know to ask you? Maybe they just picked up the energy or heard that Sean and I were into the lifestyle. You flew to Miami around the time of your birthday? Yes. He set up a grandiose birthday party for you? Yes. There were candles in the walkway? It was very romantic. His heart was beating. Was your heart beating as well? Yes. I was just about to say that. It was all painted pink and silver, and a 5-course dinner. It was what I wanted from my lover. And there was no e-pills at dinner. No, none. Afterwards, you took a pill, and he took a pill, and Don came over? Yes, at One Star Island. You said that you were willing to have physical relations with Don because of your birthday party? Yes, it was nice. This is between you and Paul Arthur, in which you asked, do you have plans for Valentine's Day? Right. You said you wanted to see Paul as a person? Yes. You said after Cassie's lawsuit, you saw changes in Sean? Yes. You said that Sean would write to you, I'm single, I'm polyamorous, and that hurt you? Yes. After the lawsuit, he was saying, we're in a relationship, you're my girlfriend, and that meant a lot to you? It did. When you saw the video of Mr. Combs laying hands on Cassie, you felt sick? I did. That was not the man you knew, right? Right. You remained in contact with Mr. Combs after the video? Yes. You stayed in Miami with him for a few days and then left? I did. He flew to LA in June with his children? Yes. Fair to say that Mr. Combs posted about his road trip with his children on social media? Yes. This is a photo of how you set up the house. Some say set up by you. Some say Jonathan? Yes. This is a big bottle of Clico? Yes. This is a photo on the patio, right? Yes. You were drinking champagne? Yes. Now it's 8:30 p.m. It's already dark outside. Tequila shots, but no e-pills yet, right? Right. Jonathan brought the candles? Yes. And then they play a video of Diddy. Half an hour later, you were fighting, right? Yes. You testified that you called him a PDF file, even though you knew that she was not underage. Right. And then you pushed his head into the counter? I did. You had never had a physical altercation with him, right? I had not. You pushed medium hard? Yes. And you threw a candle at him? Yes. When you say you locked the door, was it a button? Yes. He did not force a physical lock, but a button lock. Right. What was he saying? That I'm crazy. A lot of yelling. Then you go into the closet? Yes. You take working out seriously, right? Yes. But you did not put on activewear, but rather a dress? Why? Because I could put it on easily. After the altercation, you ran and you hid behind the wall? Where was your phone? Back in the house. When you went back, you saw Mr. Combs? He was out on the street. This had been hours? It had. You were angry and screaming and you called him a PDF file. I called him a monster. But he didn't kick you again? He didn't. You punched him in the back of the head and he punched you? He punched me twice. You and Mr. Combs were fighting. Mr. Combs was yelling, "You're trying to get me to never see my kids again, right?" Yes. You said he was dragging you by your hair, right? Yes. I was telling him to stop. You got his phone? Yes. And you called the woman in Miami? Yes. You asked her, did you go to the Grand Canyon with him? I'm asking you woman to woman. Yes. She said, you're worrying about the wrong things, woman to woman. Yes. I told her he was beating me, and then Sean hung up the phone. And she called back multiple times. His phone lit up. Did she call you a B? Yes. Did you talk about her previous relationships? Maybe. And then after, you called Jonathan, and you were in the shower without clothes, but Mr. Combs was in pants, shorts. You called him a son of a B? Just a B. Okay, just a B. Then he slapped you? Yes, hard. Then he tells you to put on an outfit? Yes. And he grabs your phone? He went into the messages and he said hi to Anton in the text thread. It was about the night in January that you went to Las Vegas? Yes. How far was it from your home in the gated community to the gate? A minute or two. Like a half a mile? Yes. I drove and let Anton in. Champagne and tequila, but still no substances? Right. You and Sean go into the bedroom and you told him you went to Vegas? Yes. You told him you flashed your breast? Not then. You told him you referred Cabral to the other rapper? Not yet. Did Mr. Combs yell, how could you go to another man's freak off? Yes, he yelled that. Then you say that Sean told you, go out and F him, and you said no? I said no, and then he pushed a pill in my face. But you still didn't have relations with Anton? Not that kind of relations. You gave Anton oral? Yes. Then Sean dismissed him, and you told Anton you'd send him money later? I did. This was the first time that you didn't have an intimate moment with your partner after the entertainer left? Yes. And he said again, I can't believe you went to another man's freak off? Yes. Talking about that rapper? Yes. He just kept saying, how could you have gone to another rapper's freak off? Yes. After that, you called and texted each other? Yes. You went to see him and broke up? We had 8 or 9 hours of a breakup conversation. And you saw him traveling with another woman in Wyoming and it upset you? I was at home with a black eye. You hadn't had forced relations with Anton? It was forced oral. And then they play a video exhibit that only the jury can hear. I will read this response. Mr. Combs says, I'm not going to belittle myself for someone named Bear. For my friend, that means the rapper, right? Yes. Mr. Combs wrote, sorry I didn't take you on trips. I was tripping. The baby daddy, you and KK would have talked yourself into paranoia. You didn't get along with KK? I didn't. Put on the headphones and press play. And still this can only be heard to the jury. Pause it right there. You brought up OnlyFans there. You had been on it for 4 or 5 months earning well, right? Yes. You asked him, why couldn't he balance it? Hotel nights and private travel? Right. You wrote, did the other girls just pressure you for more trips and I didn't? I just want to know where I went wrong. Mr. Combs said, that is my friend, and I was okay where we should stop. Now press play and stop. You just said we broke up and I went to one birthday party, not with the rapper, but with my friend. You wrote, I don't even have anything postable. You meant Instagram? I did. You wrote about your child's father? You said, I'm in my late 30s. I don't have time. And then they play more of the video. That last part that you just said, that's about your child's father? Yes. Then you wrote, I just wanted to travel with you. Yes. You sent the clown emojis and said, if I effed more, I could have gone on more trips. Then you went to Miami and stayed in the Four Seasons, and you chose that hotel, right? Yes. You took substances and laughed and danced? Yes. You were finally getting the princess treatment that you wanted? Yes. And then you told Mr. Combs that you really missed Paul? I had taken E, but I did miss Paul. You called Paul and he came in a few days and you were at 2-Star Island? Yes. And it felt good? A love fest? Yes. On June 1st of this year, you had a new memory of Mr. Combs splashing water on you, right? If I may explain. Did you tell the government that on June 1st? Yes. Why did you guys call yourselves Kobe, Jordan, and Shaq? Why are you Kobe? Because I'm the best. Why is he Jordan? Because he's the best. And this about Pamela Anderson Melons, and she starts laughing. What do you say? I wrote, you are definitely my Michael Jordan, and I'm Kobe. Detox weekend. You say, good morning, handsome, and he says, can you please find a therapist? Yes, we loved each other, but there was toxic stuff. It ended on a positive note. Yes, it did. No further questions. Then it gets redirected to the government. The government pulls up an exhibit and said, what did Sean write to Paul? He wrote, I'm going to need to persuade you. Have you ever seen this before? No. What did you write to Paul about Turks? I'm not a robot, just a mix of tired, hungry, and sore. Next, to insult me about the bracelet, to make me perform. It crushed me. What else did you write? In that room, I felt like a ho-ho. What happened next? The love contract. He's good at showering me with affection and violating me and exploitating me in between. I could compartmentalize the bad stuff. In May of 2021, did you ask for protection? Yes. Sean resisted, but then gave in. But what happened the next time? He mocked me. Did Sean let you use protection? Yes. Did you ever want to have physical relations with Cabral? No. Did you fake finishing with the entertainers? Yes, I was putting on a show for Sean. When did Sean threaten to release the video of you? December of 2023. I called Christina Korm. With Sean's substance use, how did you send cues that you were tired? Making little faces, kind of sighs. How did Sean respond? Push through, one more round. How did you try to avoid setting up the hotel night? I tried to navigate the night to do something else. How many times did you have hotel nights in 200 Mapleton? Once. 2-Star Island? 3 times. 1-Star Island? 1 or 2. I felt it was unfair, all of the pressure. What do you mean? Those nights with the other men, and she starts crying. I was asking, why do I have to break my boundaries and you still treat me like this? What's this text? The all-star fantasy play. What did you send, Sean? A photo of my red tampon. What did you write? I got children, and said, you pick. Then everything went left. I said, I just got my period. I handled the first week of school. In 2023, did you become more vocal about wanting to stop the hotel nights? Yes, he started paying my rent. I had to maintain my livelihood. My partner was in charge now. By the time of the sobriety party, how many times had he threatened you with your rent? Many times. That time after you threw up, what did Sean do? He told me to go back out there and have physical relations with another man. Was Sean affectionate with you when Anton was in your home? No, Sean was evil. What did Sean say when he gave you the E-pill? He said, you're not going to ruin my night. Go suck some D. Go F him. Something. How long before that had he put you in a chokehold? Diddy's team yells objection and the judge sustained. Did he choke you with his hands or his arm? Arm. And in the shower, how hard did he hit you? So hard. Then what did he say? He said, get an effing outfit. When you left for 2 hours, could Sean have left safely? Yes. Did you want to have physical relations with Anton that night? No. Who made you? Sean. Would you give all of the money back for no physical relations with other men? Yes. Why are you here? I got a subpoena, and I'm here. No further questions. And then it gets sent back to Diddy's team for recross. Did you drive to pick up Anton? Yes. Could you have left? Yes. The only time that no physical relations happened between you and Anton was January of 2024, right? Right. Anton drove his car into your compound? Yes. You let him in? Yes, as requested. You lift heavy weights? Yes, but a woman's power does not override a man's. You hit Sean's head against the counter? Yes. You'd seen the Intercontinental Hotel video? Yes. Did you refer Cabral to another rapper in January of 2024? Yes. You were asked if you would give up the money not to have physical relations with these men, but you wouldn't give up your home? My child and I live there. It's hard. You get $5,000 a month in child support? Yes. Your child's father is a very rich man, right? Yes. Didn't Mr. Combs over 3 years wire you $150,000? Is that all those 3 years are worth? You believe that you're worth more than $150,000? Does he? What's the most you made in a month on OF? $50,000, but it varies. You said you would say you were hungry to indicate that you didn't want to have physical relations, right? Yes. Didn't Mr. Combs give you food? He knew what I meant. Did he give you food? Yes. You tell Cabral that physical relations with him had been great? Yes, but you got Mr. Combs a mobile TV to show videos of you having physical relations with entertainers, so I wouldn't have to have physical relationships with other men. Sometimes you just watch the videos with no physical relations with other men. All of it was shit. But did you? The judge then says, Jane, if you can just answer the questions. Yes. What did you see preparing for this? My truth. Did you see the records of times that you didn't have a hotel night? Lucky me. But there were such times. Thank God. How did seeing what Sean wrote Paul make you feel? How would it make you feel? Please answer my question. Now that I've seen Sean's message to Paul, I probably did a hotel night. You're changing your testimony? No further questions. Then it gets redirected back to the government. What violence had Sean done to you before he asked you to pick up Anton? Diddy's team yells objection and the judge overruled. He slapped me. No further questions. This is finally the end of Jane's full testimony. And the next testimony that we should be hearing is Diddy's former assistant, Jonathan Perez, who worked from Diddy from 2021 to 2024, and he was mentioned a lot throughout Jane's testimony as setting up these freak-offs and even seeing her crying after Diddy allegedly smacked her. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.